Well, hello, and welcome once again, one and all, to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and yes, we are coming to you live from the spice isle of the Caribbean, that is Grenada. And of course, today is another beautiful day under the sun. We have a lot of news to tell you about. Let's just get right into it. Grenada records 7 COVID-19 related deaths in one day. 4 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Carriacou. Vaccinated among those who have died here in Grenada. 82 police officers tested positive for COVID-19. All police officers on annual leave called back for duty. No leisure activities outside of your yard space, says police. The National Democratic Congress wants the government to revisit entry policy. And of course, all business places must be closed by 5 p.m. We're going to talk to you about these and more when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. We are also awaiting the COVID-19 dashboard. We should be getting this anytime from now. Of course, folks, this is the ultimate program. This is news discussed, not told. We have no horse in the race, so we tell you as it is. Who ain't like it, bite it. We got to say thank you to our sponsors overall, and of course the sponsors of our headlines. We want to say thank you to the Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Coach Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, as well as the Housing Authority of Grenada, superb distributors, and of course we want to say hello and thank you to all the folks at the Real Value IGA Supermarket. Folks, thanks to the sponsors of the headlines as well. We're taking our first break and we'll be right back. Here's what somebody sharing tonight's program will receive: some free credit, compliments, Digicel, and that person could be you. So go ahead and share the business. We are coming back, yes, and you know, when you share the program, that is how other people get to know that we are on and that we are live. So yes, go ahead and share the business. We will be right back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Let's get tough on breed your larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all the people, call 300 for police for them thief and fellas. To all the farmers, please don't steal produce from your brother. Then you're selling to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah, man. Let's do all we can to stop radio larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report pre-deal larceny, call 300.
It's your summer everything loan from the Communal. Borrow up to $10,000 for all your needs. School supplies, staycation, home renovations, appliances or furniture. You can have it all with a summer everything loan. With competitive interest rates and same-day approvals, you can't beat this loan special. Not a member? Join today to get onto this exciting offer. It's your summer everything loan from the Communal. Apply today and take advantage of this exciting offer. Visit the nearest Communal branch or call us at 440-1755 for more information. Lending terms and conditions apply.
After being locked down during the pandemic, get ready for summer with Rika. Live this summer with Rika's Summer in Every Drop promotion. Buy any Rika combo of 6 200ml, 4 330ml, or 3 1-liter Rika juices and get a chance to win. Win Apple AirPods, plunge pools, beach dress with umbrellas, barbecue grill set, gamer set, and weekly pop-up giveaways. With Rika, there's summer in every drop. Promotion ends August 31st. Tickets available at all leading retailers island-wide. Rika, distributed by Superb Distributors Inc., Tempe, St. George's.
Brooklyn, New York, Saturday, September 11th. We get set for Mr. Legs and Friends. Party bar. Mr. Legs and Friends. Party bar. As the region's body set of artists are coming to shell the place. Are you ready for Problem Child? Skinny Fabulous. Charles Marshall. The Jab King, Talpree, Iowa George, Louis Spark and Electrify. Mr. Legs.
When I drink, I like to smoke.
Mr. Legs.
As I start to smoke, I want to fuck something.
Blacks. Mandela Links, LFS Music, Linky First, Teddy Rhyme, Inspector, and much more. Get your tickets now on www.partybadd.eventbrite.com or call 646-474-1682.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NOWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
All right, so again, welcome one and all to this program. Those of you who are on the program for the first time, well, we'd like to say hello and welcome. We appreciate you all the time, all right? And to the usual suspects, those who never miss a program, we'd like to say hello to you now for a look at the news. And the first thing that we have to tell you about is a notice from the Ministry of Infrastructure Development, all right? And general public, you are advised that the Langdon Road, Guelph St. John, will be closed from Friday, 17 September 2021 for a period of 6 weeks. Now, this closure is necessary to facilitate the construction of a new retaining wall, box drain, and concrete pavement. In this regard, the general public are advised to use the following alternative routes: Dr. Bell to Stony Gut, Guava Estate through Middle River to St. Peter's Street. Now, the Ministry of Infrastructure Development apologizes, they say, for any inconvenience and anticipates the cooperation of the residents of the area and the general public. For further information, you all could check the office, all right? Call them at 440-2271. All right? Olio, the next thing that we have to tell you, for some people who are not sure, because a lot of people aren't, all business places must be closed by 5 p.m. Again, based on the new regulations, all business places must be closed by 5 p.m. unless you have received an exemption from the Commissioner of Police or the Ministry of Health as well. There shall be no drinking of alcohol in public places. Now, according to the police, it can be sold but not consumed in public. All right. And I also heard that the Rapid Response Unit, they're out there and they are out making sure that people are following the regulations, not to intimidate anyone, but to ensure that persons are following the guidelines and the protocols to minimize the possibility of the spread of COVID-19, the further spread rather of COVID-19 in the communities. And they are saying that there are even some people who are trying to trick the system by resorting to moving into back roads and so on. But the Rapid Response Unit is assuring the general public that they are on top of these tricks and will, of course, be delivering to the satisfaction of the general public, again, with the aim of ensuring that everyone follows the protocol and that we minimize the possibility of further spread of the COVID-19 here in Grenada. Now, the St. George's University has sent out a release regarding results and screening on its campus. Now, according to the school on the weekend, today St. George's University released the results of the COVID-19 screening on the campus. As you screen, they say over 3,500 students, faculty, staff, significant others, vendors, and contractors on campus with gold standard nasal and saliva PCR testing, which are extremely sensitive and specific when detecting individuals who are currently infected with COVID-19 virus. It says that the screening program has detected a total of 15 members of our SU community as a laboratory confirmed the COVID-19 positivity. Now, in addition, they say 3 individuals have recently reported milder symptoms and tested positive when a rapid antigen test was conducted. Therefore, the screening program revealed a very low prevalence of less than 0.5%, which is 0.5% among the entire SGU community. The affected individuals who reside off campus are in self-isolation and are asymptomatic or have very mild symptoms. None of these individuals have been hospitalized. They are receiving the relevant support as SGU takes all the necessary steps, they say, to ensure the health, safety, and the well-being of the community. SGU continuously, they say, reminds all students, faculty, and staff to comply with the government regulations and to protect their health and safety. All right, we are moving on. Now, the National Democratic Congress wants Grenada's government to revisit its entry protocol. Interim leader Adrian Thomas speaks of this in his recent address to the nation.
The NDC again called on government to revisit its flawed policy of allowing the vaccinated who enter our shows to freely mingle with the population after only 48 hours or less in quarantine. We strongly urge that the quarantine period be increased to 5 days at minimum, since the vaccinated and the unvaccinated can spread the virus. Getting the worsening situation under control will not come about only by increasing the quarantine period. Experience shows that the less people move, the less the virus spreads. We know that the Delta variant is highly transmissible and much more infectious than the earlier strains. The current state of things, with most places remaining open and entities on their own deciding when and in what circumstances they will close, does not allow for an orderly and systematic tackling of the virus.
And he says that that should also be addressed. Earlier, remember, to get tested and so on. Now, the ministry hosted free testing and the vaccination on the weekend in some strategic areas. Now, they are saying that there was a huge turnout of persons to be tested and, of course, vaccinated. Now, listen, on Sunday, they had to pull back a bit, like for some of the nurses and so on, to get a little rest now. And to to revisit the strategy and so on, because as I understand it, the nurses are being overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. Real people. I hear the chief medical nurse is on vacation. I know the police calling back, so maybe it might be a good idea to call her back as well, to give her an assistance and to share her professionalism, and because I heard she's really good. So I was asking about, because I haven't seen her, and I was told that she was on vacation, because Mikey had to ask, fast. You understand? When I don't see the commander-in-chief, and I see everybody else on the ground, Mikey fast to ask. So I ask. And they say, well, she's on vacation and things. Well, call her back. I'm sure she wouldn't mind, because she's very dedicated to what she's doing. So I don't know who I have to do, whose portfolio that falls on the Minister for Health or the Permanent Secretary or so. I think y'all should consider calling her back, and then we could probably give her, during a pandemic now, where we have a spike in anything, we will need the Commander-in-Chief on the ground. So let's bring back the Commander-in-Chief, and then maybe later on, if she doesn't mind, because at the end of the day, that's her thing, and then maybe after, gal can rest him, we could even probably spend $2, maybe put her on a yacht with the other frontline workers, to drink some pina colada, cock up the foot and like a coconut straw hat and thing like that, and like nice little dan and thing, and they relax because they work hard, but I don't know how them nurses making it, no. I don't know, listen, the nurses have to go through so many things, people, you know what I mean? Imagine a nurse had to go inside here, yo, I got my test done, and thing like that, and the nurse was asking me and giving me the instructions. I say, well, nurse, you don't have to worry about telling me nothing about, you're going to swab one nose and then do the nose. You don't have to worry about that. I just want to make sure you have enough of that long thing in case you lose a one or two inside here, because it's tough. All it tough. Them not sending my health thing to go through. Imagine a nurse had to go through it. Good. Anyway, lately that talk. So now let's get really serious and down to business. Right? And as I said, we are awaiting, and any moment now we would have the new dashboard. Well, I hope, because I know they are putting the information together, because it was a rough weekend, like I tell you. It was a rough weekend for them. You know what I mean? But what we can tell you, Grenada recorded 7 COVID-19 deaths in a single day. Per capita, that's probably one of the highest. You know what I mean? 7 deaths within a 24-hour period in Grenada, dog. So that takes us from 5 to 7 in under 24 hours. Although I'm making it up, it's on there. The deceased, all of whom had comorbidities. All right? And when we say that, we mean that they have had existing conditions simultaneously. All right? So at least 2 conditions, so probably like diabetes, hypertension, kidney problem, and the likes. You understand? So that's what they mean when they say comorbidities, all right? So the deceased, all of whom had comorbidities, were confirmed cases of COVID-19 ranging in the ages of 26 to 85 years. The Ministry of Health has confirmed that 5 of the deaths were among patients admitted to the General Hospital, with 1 death at the Princess Alice Hospital and the 7th person dying at home. Now, data provided by the Ministry of Health indicates that 4 of the deceased are females and 3 males. 4 of the deceased were residents of St. George's, while the remaining 3 were of St. Andrew. Health officials have also confirmed that the majority of deaths being recorded is among the unvaccinated. But word is that somebody who died was also vaccinated. Now, the Ministry of Health continues to encourage Grenadians to get vaccinated, as it reduces the risk of severe disease, hospitalizations, and deaths attributed to the COVID-19. At this time, at the time of this release, more than 20 COVID-19 positive patients were hospitalized, with a few of them listed in critical conditions. 20! 20, dog! Now, the Ministry of Health, and by extension, the government of Grenada, extends, they say, deepest sympathy to the family and friends of the deceased. You understand? Now, according to Minister of Health, Nicholas Steele, this disease is doing in Grenada exactly what it has done other places in the world.
This disease is doing exactly what it has done everywhere else. It is science-based. Deaths are doubling exponentially. Positive cases are doubling exponentially. And this is identified now most significantly here as a pandemic of beyond vaccinated as well. We're seeing very little, if any, cases of individuals who are vaccinated. We're seeing very little hospitalization, if any, of persons who are vaccinated. And in our contact tracing and communicating to those who are positive that are vaccinated, they're clearing out in days, testing negative because their bodies are well equipped to fight this virus. And regrettably, this is the reality. It's not trying to twist any facts or information, so it's the reality here in Grenada, it's the reality in St. Lucia, it's the reality in the US, it's the reality everywhere in the world.
Thank you very much, Minister for Health, Nicholas Steele. Now, we can tell you again of 4 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Carriacou. Now, the other day we were telling you that there were no cases, and that was according to the Ministry of Health, but now there are 4 cases. 2 of the positive cases recently traveled to the island, and we are hearing that they are trying to ascertain where the other 2 might have contracted the virus from, since they had not traveled to the mainland nor had any direct contact with the current positive cases there. And this is one we are going to continue to monitor. Now over to the police. 82 police officers tested positive for COVID-19, and that's according to the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Michael Francois, in the force's latest press briefing.
I must indicate that the last figures that were given to you, when it refers to 18 officers, has significantly changed over the last few days, and I can confirm to you now that as it stands of today, we have 82 positive cases within the Royal Grenada Police Force. 11 of those were overnight within the last 24 hours. So as of yesterday, it was 71, and we had 11 in the last 24 hours. So as it stands now, we are 82. This is significantly affecting.
Right, and yes, now he's saying that this is significantly affecting the operations of the Royal Grenada Police Force. They had to take the tough decision of calling back all officers who are on annual leave back on duty.
This is significantly affecting the operations of the Royal Grenada Police Force. However, with our commitment to do what is expected of us to ensure the safety and security of Grenada, we are pushing ahead. As of today, we have instructed all our police officers who are on annual leave to report back to the duty station as of 6 p.m. today, in order to augment all of the remaining staff to ensure that we can cover all our operational requirements as we go through this period. So I would say yes, we are affected, and we will continue to be affected as other police officers get infected. And as it stands, we would like to have the fullest cooperation of the general public as we continue to ensure that Grenada remains safe in this period. Thank you.
Regulations.
All right, and of course, we are moving on. Now, we have to explain to you something. All right? Now, listen to this. There is to be no leisure activities outside of your yard space. And for the avoidance of doubt, let's explain. The law requires every person to remain confined to their yard space. unless you are moving for specific reasons. You're going to work, you're going to be vaccinated or get tested, you have an emergency, etc. Outside of that, or you're going to exercise, and that is for a specific period as well. Outside of that, whether or not the curfew is on, you are required to remain in your yard space. I'm not making it up.
Regulation 5. So notwithstanding that there are curfews daily and then on weekends for the extended period, the law is saying that if you do not have any reasons to move, and it will give the reasons why persons should move, persons must stay at home. So even if the curfew period is not in place, if you do not have a specific reason to move, you should be at home. All right? It says in an effort to prevent the spread of COVID-19, every person shall remain confined to their place of residence, inclusive of their yard space, to avoid contact outside of their family, except essential workers reporting to work, workers reporting to work in establishments or business that are permitted to be open, for essential travel to an establishment or office permitted to be open. So businesses that are permitted to be open, workers can go to work for the period that the curfew is not in effect. Essential workers can go to work. And persons who are going to do business in these establishments that are allowed to be open, are allowed to move. For outdoor exercise, whether alone or together with family members, living under the same roof, not exceeding an hour and a half per day, between the hours of 5 a.m. and 6 p.m. So these are the reasons persons are permitted to move in the period that a curfew is not in effect. So when the curfew is in effect, you are restricted, and when you are permitted to move, you are only permitted to move for particular reasons. And these are the reasons I just said. Essential workers going to work, businesses that are allowed to be open, persons who are going to do business at these places, and for the purpose of exercise.
All right, so I hope you all understand this. It doesn't stop there. It goes further to speak of persons who are drivers of vehicles.
No person shall drive a vehicle on any public or private road except for the purpose previously stated and for the purpose of travel out of state of a date of travel. So vehicles should only be on the road to go to a place of work or to a place of business, or if you're traveling out of state. And the law says in Regulation 16, the Royal Grenada Police Force shall have the powers to stop any vehicle and inquire as to the purposes for which that vehicle is being utilized, and to arrest anyone found in violation of this restriction. And vehicle here includes a motor vehicle or a motorbike, and that is outside of public service vehicles.
All right, thank you very much. So I still see one or two persons are saying they don't understand. So that's simple. What is he saying here? Yes, there's a curfew period that starts at 7 p.m. and it ends at 5 a.m. However, when there isn't a curfew in place, so that will be between the operating hours, 5 a.m. to 6:59. When people are allowed to move, you can only move for these reasons. So in other words, you are not leave your house and go outside in the public road and say, I'm taking a breeze. You are not decide you're going to sit down on the side of the road and chill out. You ought not to do anything other than what she just mentioned. That is, you're an essential worker going to work, you're going to exercise and for not exceeding an hour and a half, etc., etc., etc. Even if you are driving, you ought not say, you know what, I kind of bored home today, it's about midday, let me just take a little stroll, let me go somewhere, to take a little breeze. You ought not do that. If a police officer, and by the way, the police officer has that right, stops you and asks you what is your business on the road now, whether that is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, whether that is 9 o'clock in the morning, during this period now, during this current state of emergency, a police officer has that authority. And they will ask you, what is your business on the street? Then you say to them, going over by a friend, hello, that's trouble. Or you say to them, I bored, I stay home bored, I just taking a little drive. Hello, that's trouble. You can't be arrested for so doing. All right? So you ought not be outside unless it is for these reasons as she just mentioned. And we have to make that clear for some people so that you don't get yourself in trouble. So it is not only controlling the movement within the curfew period, but also outside of that. Okay? Right. Where are we going now? Okay. So somebody has put it perfectly here. In other words, no loitering. You can't just go and chill on a pole. These kind of things, no, not now. All right, when it changes, probably we'll be able to say that to you. Okay, but currently, whatever she said, that is what it is. For the avoidance of doubt, let's take you back to that.
Regulation 5. So notwithstanding that there are curfews daily and then on weekends for the extended period, the law is saying that if you do not have any reasons to move, and it will give the reasons why persons should move, persons must stay at home. So even if the curfew period is not in place, if you do not have a specific reason to move, you should be at home. All right? It says in an effort to prevent the spread of COVID-19, every person shall remain confined to their place of residence, inclusive of their yard space, to avoid contact outside of their family, except essential workers reporting to work, workers reporting to work in establishments or businesses that are permitted to be open, for essential travel to an establishment or office permitted to be open. So businesses that are permitted to be open, workers can go to work for the period that the curfew is not in effect. Essential workers can go to work. And persons who are going to do business in these establishments that are allowed to be open are allowed to move. For outdoor exercise, whether alone or together with family members, living under the same roof, not exceeding an hour and a half per day, between the hours of 5 a.m. and 6 p.m. So these are the reasons persons are permitted to move in the period that a curfew is not in effect. So when the curfew is in effect, you are restricted, and when you are permitted to move, you are only permitted to move for particular reasons. And these are the reasons I just said. Essential workers going to work, businesses that are allowed to be open, persons who are going to do business at these places, and for the purpose of exercise.
Okay, so we shared that with you twice for the avoidance of doubt. Now, persons are asking about construction work. Now, according to the police, there was a change that allowed for construction work to take place as normal. All right, so you don't need to apply, none of that. If you are a construction worker and you're going to work, then that's fine. All right, so construction is allowed to happen as per normal. Somebody says about fishing. If you're not a fisherman or a registered fisherman, I think you will end up in problems if you are found outside fishing. All right, that may not be a good enough excuse for the police. Okay, so here's what we're going to do right now. We are still awaiting, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to get the dashboard before we close off tonight's program. Usually we get it around now, so let's keep our fingers crossed. All right. So what we're going to do in the meantime, we're going to take a break, and we also still have for you the weather. We also have for you the national report. And of course, we have to remind you that if you are getting, well, you're not allowed to marry right now. But if, yeah, seriously, you're not allowed to marry right now, but you can die. Funny, yeah? Yes, so you can bury somebody right now. There can be funerals, but no weddings. In the event that you have a funeral and you would like for a company who's able to videotape or record or broadcast your funeral to the world or to a private group, or just record that for you, you can consider our company. That is what we do as well. All right, so you can feel free to message me or give me a call at any time, and we'll be able to put something nice together for you. Of course, we have a team of professionals who's able to deliver a quality broadcast or recording to your satisfaction. So consider that in the event that you, because of the restrictions, not able to have your family members attend that very important moment when you decide to, to put your loved one in the final resting place. Of course, we'll be able to do that for you in the most professional of manners. We'll take a break and come back. And again, when we come back, we've got the national report and the weather, and hopefully by then we will get the new dashboard.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Let's get tough on breed your larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all the people, 300 for police for them thieving fellas. To all the farmers, please don't steal produce from your brother. Then you sell it to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah man, let's do all we can to stop radio larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report pre-deal larceny, call 300.
It's your summer everything loan from the communal. Borrow up to $10,000 for all your needs. School supplies, staycation, home renovations, appliances or furniture. You can have it all with a summer everything loan. With competitive interest rates and same-day approvals, you can't beat this loan special. Not a member? Join today to get onto this exciting offer. It's your summer everything loan from the communal. Apply today and take advantage of this exciting offer. Visit the nearest communal branch or call us at 440-1755 for more information. Lending terms and conditions apply.
After being locked down during the pandemic, get ready for summer with Rika. Live this summer with Rika's Summer in Every Drop promotion. Buy any Rika combo of 6 200ml, 4 330ml, or 3 1-liter Rika juices and get a chance to win. Win Apple AirPods, plunge pools, beach dress with umbrellas, barbecue grill set, gamer set, and weekly pop-up giveaways. With Rika, there's summer in every drop. Promotion ends August 31st. Tickets available at all leading retailers island-wide. Rika, distributed by Superb Distributors Inc., Tempe, St. George's.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Summer is ending, but the deals are just beginning with the Court's end of summer sale. Get up to 50% off your favorite items, to include patio furnishings, pools, coolers, TVs, mattresses, and more. Plus, shop today with a ready finance and pay nothing for 60 days. Take advantage of these sizzling summer deals for a limited time only. Shop in store and online at shopcourts.com. Conditions apply. Courts, bringing value home.
Brooklyn, New York, Saturday, September 11th. We get set for Mr. Legs and Friends. Party Bar. Mr. Legs and Friends. Party Bar. As the region's body set of parties are coming to shell the place. Are you ready for Problem Child? Skinny Fabulous. Charles Marshall. The Jab King, Talbri, Iowa George, Looney Spark and Electrify. Mr. Legs.
When I drink, I like to smoke.
Mr. Legs.
As I start to smoke, I want to fuck something.
Blacks. Mandela Links, LFS Music, Linky First, Teddy Rhyme, Inspector, and much more. Get your tickets now on www.partybadd.eventbrite.com or call 646-474-1682.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 143-114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NOWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo Supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Grenada records 7 COVID-19 deaths in one day. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report. With the details to the news for Monday, September 6th, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Grenada recorded 7 COVID-19 deaths in a single day, increasing the country's total from 5 to 12. The deceased, all of whom had comorbidities, were confirmed cases of COVID-19 ranging in age from 26 to 85 years. The Ministry of Health has confirmed that 5 of the deaths were among patients admitted to the General Hospital, with 1 death at the Princess Alice Hospital and the 7th person dying at home. Data provided by the Ministry of Health indicates that 4 of the deceased are females and 3 males. Also, 4 of the deceased were residents of St. George, while the remaining 3 were from St. Andrew. Health and Social Security Minister Honorable Nicholas Steele, who was a guest on the Monday morning television program Perspectives, confirmed that the majority of deaths were being recorded are among the unvaccinated.
This disease is doing exactly what it has done everywhere else. It is science-based. Deaths are doubling exponentially. Positive cases are doubling exponentially. And this is identified now most significantly here as a pandemic of the unvaccinated as well. We're seeing very little, if any, cases of individuals who are vaccinated. We're seeing very little hospitalization, if any, of persons who are vaccinated. And in our contact tracing and communicating to those who are positive that are vaccinated, they're clearing out in days, testing negative because their bodies are well equipped to fight this virus.
To date, more than 20 COVID-19 positive patients were hospitalized, with a few of them listed in critical condition. The Ministry of Health and, by extension, the Government of Grenada extends deepest condolence to the family and friends of the deceased. Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell has reiterated his call for unity and collaboration as the country intensifies its efforts in the fight against COVID-19 in the midst of the current spike in infections. In an address delivered on Friday night, the Prime Minister said COVID-19 poses a threat to everyone, and as such, any meaningful attempt to address the disease and its impact requires a collaborative effort.
COVID-19 is no respect of class or affiliation. As it goes looking through our communities, finding refuge as it travels indiscriminately from one body to the next, it poses a threat to all of us, a clear and present danger to the healthy, wealthy, and the most vulnerable. But in the midst of the threat, a pathway is illuminated, created by a mix of individual and shared responsibility.
Dr. Mitchell made another call to all leaders and persons of influence within the community to put aside personal and organizational differences and join hands to promote behavioral change.
The time will come for us to do a deep dive, a thorough analysis of Grenada's COVID experiences and other issues. For now, our priority must be on achieving absolute unity in the fight against this unseen enemy. Our energies must be singularly focused on navigating through the current crisis. And I cannot stress enough the importance of doing so collectively.
Prime Minister Mitchell also encouraged Grenadians to be more responsible in their actions to help curb the spread of the virus. Continuing the news, the Royal Grenada Police Force says moving forward, only essential workers and businesses granted permission by the authorities will be allowed to operate during non-curfew hours under the COVID-19 Emergency Powers Regulation 2021. A curfew was announced for the state by Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell on Friday from 7 p.m. ending at 5 a.m. from September 4th to September 21st. On Saturday, during a press conference hosted by the Royal Grenada Police Force, Sergeant Val Lambert explained that the regulations are in place to control the spread of the virus and protect the citizens. She emphasized the need to restrict movement even when the curfew is not in effect.
Daily restriction of movement will resume thereafter for the period 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. the following day. And then for the following weekend, movement will again be restricted for the entire period from 5 p.m. on Friday the 17th day of September 2021 to 5 a.m. on Monday the 20th day of September 2021. And as again, you can move during that period for vaccination, to be tested for COVID-19. As may be authorized by the Commissioner of Police and for the other reasons provided in the regulations.
Ports, laundromats, wholesale and retail grocery stores, security companies, commercial bakeries, construction workers, among others, according to Sergeant Lambert, will be allowed a movement between the hours of 6 a.m. and 5 p.m. These businesses must adhere to the protocols in place: mask wearing, physical distancing, sanitization of hands.
Airports are allowed to be open. Commercial courier flights, commercial ports and related businesses. Accountants engage in their trade by appointment only. Banks, credit unions, and money services businesses and companies offering payday loans. Food vendors and restaurants offering drive-through or takeaway services only. Flower shops with only pickup and delivery services. Registered or bona fide fishermen, farmers, butchers engage in their business. So you're moving for the purpose of being engaged in your business. Offices of the government, statutory bodies, state-owned enterprise, gas stations, hospital and medical facilities and medical supply establishment, pharmacies with pickup and delivery services only, registered medical practitioners, dental practitioners, opticians by appointment only, veterinarians engaged in their trade, hardware store with pickup and delivery services only, hotels, the restaurant of which may offer only takeaway or room service, insurance companies by appointment only, law offices and attorneys at law engaged in their trade by appointments.
The regulations under Section 21 gives power to police officers to use reasonable force and arrest without a warrant to obtain compliance.
Any police officer may enter any premises without a warrant. Any police officer may arrest without warrant any person whom he or she has reasonable cause to believe has committed an offense against these regulations. So any of the regulations that I spoke of before, that a police officer suspects that has been breached, are arrestable offenses. And the penalty is a fine not exceeding $1,000 and to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 12 months. Alternatively, to arrest, a police officer may issue a ticket, and if it is so paid by the individual, the fixed penalty will be $550.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
This is a message from the Ministry of Health. If you or a family member suspect that you may have contracted COVID-19 and are displaying symptoms, please immediately self-isolate at home. This means that you must also avoid all contact with other members of your household. Do not visit hospitals or health centers, as this creates the potential for further spread of the virus, and it puts additional persons at risk when you come into contact with them. Your best course of action is to call the COVID-19 hotline at 458-4787 or 538-4787, or contact your nearest health center or medical station. Once your information has been received, health officials will come to you. Help prevent the spread of COVID-19. This has been a message from the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. Minister for Infrastructure Development, Senator the Honorable Norland Cox, says heavy rains over the last few days have not significantly impacted work that has already begun on the St. John's River in River Road. Senator Cox spent part of his day Sunday visiting various sites that are prone to flooding and landslide during heavy rains, with the first stop being at the site of the river. He told the Government Information Service that while they were prepared for the challenges that heavy rain would bring, the interruption would also give the contractors a clear picture as to what exactly happens during these precipitations.
I have consulted with the contractor. Yesterday we spoke and to find out what are the impact of the work they have done so far. And so where they are, the damage or interruptions is minimal. As soon as the river subsides, they can quickly get back to doing the work. They have done some base work, which you wouldn't see now because the water is up, and so they're moving on along nicely on this project.
The work has been undertaken to mitigate significant flooding that has plagued the area for years. It includes dredging of the riverbed, excavation on the embankment, and construction of reinforced concrete walls and installation of gabion baskets. The current work on the project has been undertaken by Sunrise Construction. Currently, Creative Designs has been contracted to undertake work at the mouth of the river, but that has not yet started.
Now where we are, it's quite good because we are going into the dry season. So the majority of the infrastructure work, we will see that taking us into the dry season. So we're not too concerned. During those periods, as we get into early next year, that will help. We can use that period to expedite those infrastructure work. So that is where we are, but we are very comfortable as to where we are, and we are moving forward, and we're monitoring the weather. We have to continue to work, and we have interruptions with COVID, as you can see. Now we have some challenges with shortage of material and things like that, and even changes in cost of material. That has also affected the project in terms of its overall cost, initial cost. So there's a number of things that we have to contend with, but we are happy to have this project on the way. It's a long outstanding project.
The infrastructure minister also made a stop in Mount Gay, where work is scheduled to be completed in a matter of weeks on a retaining wall higher up the St. John's River. This is a separate project which is designed to correct erosion of the riverbanks.
We've been working in the river for the past couple of weeks, actually trying to get this wall up. Unfortunately, based on our monitoring and looking at the weather and actually working on weekends and expediting the work, we can see we are above ground here, and so this project is pretty much safe. So the rains have not affected it in any way. However, we have some control measures within the river as well to kind of redivert the water away from it so that we can do the necessary casting. One of the things that we do was to help to divert the water away directly from the actual infrastructure work that we are doing. So we had equipment, excavator, go into the river and actually pack boulders to kind of help channel the water away so that it could help us to work quickly. Even while the water is running, help us to actually implement this work here. So our engineers, they're doing a fantastic job. They're working with the contractors, and it's a difficult time for everybody, but this is important to ensure that we do not have significant more slippage that can stop traffic altogether on this road.
Finally, in the news, a charge from Minister for Education, Human Resource Development, Religious Affairs and Information, Honorable Emmeline Pear, to teachers and students to continue giving of their best despite these challenging times. It was contained in her message during the ministry's hour of prayer to mark the start of the Michaelmas term.
We want to look at the holistic development of our children, so critical. And if that is to happen, of course, God must be at the center of this. And so today, as we meet again to pray, I'm really confident that God is still who He said He is. I am very confident about that. And because He is who He said He is, because He is who we know He is, that we are going to get through this together. So I want to encourage us to let us keep our faith alive. Let us keep our eyes focused upon God. Let us continue in optimism, in faith, in confidence, knowing that God is well able to do exceedingly abundantly above all.
Monday's devotional exercise was held under the theme, Facing a New Year with Optimism and Confidence. It included remarks from Ministry of Education officials, renditions from students, and prayer sessions. That story just ended the national report for Monday, September 6th, recapping the top story. Grenada records 7 COVID-19 deaths in one day. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
All right, thank you very much. And we are yet to receive the COVID-19 dashboard. However, we got some new data for you. Now, as of 8 p.m. on Monday, 6 September 2021, active COVID-19 confirmed cases in Carriacou amounted to 14, 3 of which are police officers attached to the Northern District of the Royal Grenada Police Force. Now, health officials confirmed that while some of the cases were picked up through contact tracing, the focus is being placed on what appears to be a community spread, as some cases are without recent travel history and had no form of contact with other known positive cases. The Ministry of Health, in collaboration with the COVID-19 response team in Carriacou and the PD Martinique, will begin mass COVID-19 rapid antigen testing tomorrow at the Hillsborough Smart Health Center, giving residents of the island an opportunity to know their COVID-19 status. Yes, and that's according to Sister Isle Media Services. All right, so 14 cases of COVID-19 in Carriacou. Earlier on today on the program, we told you there were 4 and more tests were being done, and now it stands at 14. Wow. Okay, so now let's move on to the weather and take a look at the forecast for tonight. Now, the weather is expected to be mostly fair with brief showers. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be 24 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Seas moderate with waves 5 to 7 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. That's your weather report for tonight into tomorrow. Now, if we don't get the, well, I'm just hoping that we do. Once we get the dashboard, because it's important to see what the numbers are now coming out of the weekend, right? So once we get that, what we will do is we will do a nice little summary, and we will send it out to you via this page. And also we will do so via WhatsApp for you. For those of you who are connected with our WhatsApp group, we have 10 WhatsApp groups, and we send breaking news and details there. If you are not yet part of that WhatsApp group, right after the program, what I will do is I will post on the page the WhatsApp invite. So all you do is you click that invite and you will be added to the group. Now, it's just for your comfort to let you know that there is no conversations being held in the WhatsApp groups, because it's a one-way platform, so we can only send information through that medium, persons cannot type it back. So that's for your peace of mind, because I know some people are concerned that people are ping, 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 pang, 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 like, no, that would not happen on any of our groups, all right? So we will post that for you, that invite, right after the program, okay? What else I have to tell you? Oh, by the way, we could just say hello to a few people on the program. Now, I'm concerned if we don't get a report tonight, it therefore means that tomorrow's dashboard, if the dashboard doesn't come out tonight, tomorrow's dashboard will be crazy, because then you'll have to add days together. All right? Let's say hello to Bernice, Sharon, Shireen, Cynthia. Yes, small man calling me. Camille, Michelle, Angel, Zaka, Shumshum, Atalia, Eunice, Claudette, Javar, Miriam, Nikki, Janelle, Natasha, who else we have with us? Bermuda, Joyous, Raven, Simone, and everyone else on the program, Lindy and Nova, and the Josephine and so on, Cassie. The whole family, thank you for joining us again, all right? Rachel and Rolanda. Rolanda is the hardest word to pronounce ever. Rolanda, Vicky, Kenny, Deborah, Lintona and Mom, Angel, and everyone again, thank you for watching. Now, Doris, Spice Girl, and Sally. Now, there is going to be testing, pop-up testing at the stadium happening tomorrow. Again, there will be pop-up testing happening at the National Stadium tomorrow. And as well, the other thing that we had to tell our little boy, I told you about the nurse that we need. The chief community health nurse needs to come back on the ground. That's my plea, to get involved with what's happening right now. Like I said, during a pandemic, the commander-in-chief, the chief community health nurse has to be on the ground, not on vacation. So just how we pull back the police, we had to pull back the chief. I hope the chief community health nurse in mind. Don't be more than good. Hold on. Yes, I just needed a confirmation. These news never stop, people. Between me and you, even when I take a little thing and we have a little clip playing, you understand? We're looking for confirmation. We're looking for information. Small man getting in real trouble. Anyway, so we had to go. All right, Denise, we had to go, so we go. Did I not just give the weather forecast? Somebody tell me about the weather forecast. I already did the weather forecast. I did it. Who is the person? Desiree? Blessings yourself to her, Desiree. Somebody's asking for the weather forecast, but I did that already. Patricia. Who's asking for the weather forecast? There's somebody, not Desiree, but somebody else. Marilyn, hello to you as well. And Michelle. And Alvin. Hey, Alvin, what's happening? Why so many people asking me if I gave the weather already? I did. Okay. What? You see, that will tell you, don't leave me talking, and then go and do our thing in the kitchen. The weather, mostly fair with brief showers. Tonight's minimum temperature, 24 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming variable to calmer times. Seas moderate with waves 5 to 7 feet. In northeasterly to easterly swells. That's your weather report. All right, so I'll do it twice. Who's paying for that? Yvonne, Clement, and everybody else. So take care of all yourself, all right? So all you, let's go. Venturous, blessings to you. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, ja. No. Don't forget that you need to follow the protocols. Wear your mask, 6 feet, social distancing. Washing and sanitizing of your hands as often as possible. Listen, right now, like a habit, my hand getting dry, everything. Even when I come off the phone, I sanitize my hand. When you call me, I'm sanitizing. When I put on the phone, I'm sanitizing. I don't care. Yes, I'm sanitizing it. That's how extra I am, you know. So you too should be extra. And if people want to laugh at you, that's their business. You understand? You're doing what you have to do to protect yourself and your family. Whatever that is, 6 feet, isolating yourself from others, staying away from people and things like that, you're doing the right thing, okay? Don't forget your vitamins, your supplements and all of that, your vitamin C, your vitamin... I am using the multivitamin, and still I'm getting my zinc, I'm getting in my vitamin C and so on, all right? So you guys do the same, yeah? Boost your immune. Take care. God bless you and your family. We'll touch base again tomorrow, God's willing. I love and appreciate you, okay? I do. And of course, look out for the data. Okay, I just received some, okay, now, I old thing I'll give me that, man, I had that already. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, well, we've got that already, okay? For the person who just sent us this information, we got that. Thank you very much. Anyway, guys, take care. God bless you.